Hey, what's up? This is Jason Drone. Today I wanted to give you 7 quick tips on how to have great webinars or how to get the most people possible to actually attend those webinars. As you know, we've done 2 webinars for Marketing Hacks. I've done quite a few for some of the other sites and promos projects that I've been a part of, as well as some for clients and some of the other stuff. But so I wanted to give you 7 quick things to know before getting into your next webinar. First and foremost, webinars are fantastic tools for showcasing your ability, what you're into, bringing clients together, really doing a lot of stuff that allows you to be regarded as somebody who's in the know. That way, the next time a client is looking for a coach or a strategist or a marketer or a designer or blogger or whatever, they think of you because you've interacted with them in a way that not many other people have. So the first tip I have is to have multiple presenters. Generally, I work alone, which I'm sometimes not really thrilled about, but that's how it goes. Bloggers, for the most part, will work independently. Some of the bigger blogs and stuff, you have multiple bloggers and multiple podcasters and everything, but multiple presenters is really fantastic in a podcast, videocast setting because people can bounce ideas off of each other. Actually, for nethacks.com, I do server-side software and stuff. One of the projects I just finished up was findingguests.com. And it's a site tailored to find radio guests, podcast guests. I actually put the first test post was one for Marketing Hacks. I'd like to do a regular podcast with somebody else, some other professional social media marketer or something. So if anybody watching this sees it and would like to get involved, let me know. Send me an email. But so multiple presenters is really fantastic because you end up playing through ideas and actually exploring concepts way deeper than if it's just me sitting here talking to you. So it really is. It's dynamic. A second tip: follow-up emails after the podcast or after the webinar is over. Make sure to send an email saying thank you, and that really goes for anything. Anytime a business conversation ends, whether it's a conference, a meeting, a client interview, whatever, always send an email that says, "Hey, thanks for showing up. It was great talking to you. We got through a lot of stuff, and here are our next action items." Webinar is the same thing. It's basically a meeting that takes place through a video camera. So make sure you send a follow-up email and include that. In that include any other relevant information you have, or if you're going to be setting up another webinar, then make sure to include that as well. Third tip: record it. Make sure it's recorded. Bloggers, myself included, have a hell of a time coming up with content. It might not seem like it because you come up with 3, 4, 5, 30 posts a week, but sometimes it's a pain. So having another content source is always fantastic, especially when it's in the form of a video and you can play it. You can post it on your site, and not only does it give you credibility in general, but people are that much more apt to actually RSS, grab the RSS feed or bookmark the site. So make sure it's recorded. The fourth tip: promote via email. One of the commandments of blogging is to establish an email marketing newsletter list. I use Aweber. Some of the other people use Constant Contact or Infusionsoft, or there's an something. Aweber is really fantastic for managing newsletters and getting them out. Constant Contact is great for if you like the aesthetics, the design feel. But make sure you promote via email. Even if you don't have a newsletter list, then send it to people, past clients or prospects or people that you've been talking to. Maybe they know somebody that would be into a webinar. So definitely market it through email. About 85% of your webinar attendees are going to be through email. That's how they're going to find out about you. In general, some some of the more advanced social media files or whatever, they're gonna find a link through social media. Quite a bit of that stuff happens as well, but the email is really your go-to constant marketing source, and they're gonna be the ones filling up your webinars for the most part, day in and day out, I should say. Um, Make sure to send reminder emails. Always remind somebody a couple days before the webinar. That way, because I know if I get a webinar invite 2 weeks before, I might sign up for it. I might not. I get probably 400 emails a day. So chances are I'll say, yep, I'll get to that, and then not even think about it. It'll sit in my inbox or my action folder forever. Um, so definitely send the reminder. It helps a lot. You're going to boost your response rates by probably about 20% by sending a reminder, especially with the real busy people, which, those are really the people that you want anyway. The bloggers and the people with the internet presence, and those are the people you're going to want to attend. So, not that you wouldn't want anybody else to attend, but for referral purposes and future marketing and social media marketing and everything, you want the higher profile bloggers and media type people to be involved. Um, Conduct a post-webinar survey. After the survey is done, ask for feedback. Ask for critiques. What could I do better? What didn't you like? What did you like? What areas of content would you like me to dig into deeper? It's real nice for refining your approach to webinars. Um, and lastly, add some questions on the sign up page. I know I use GoToWebinar. I used DimDim before, which is just an email, but GoToWebinar is fantastic. It's a tried and true industry standard webinar software. Um, the sign up page itself is nice because you can actually have a message or have a question that people are either required or not required to answer. One of my default questions is, what's your Twitter ID? That way I can have conversations with them through Twitter at a later date. But I also like to figure out what level of experience some of these people have. Like tomorrow we're doing a Twitter webinar, and one of my questions is, what level of experience do you have with Twitter? The reason being, I don't want to go in and start talking about hashtags and direct messages and how best to interact with advanced Twitterers or tweeters if I have 80% of the people in the webinar they're very basic. They set up their Twitter account and they have 3 followers. Then we're going to be talking about backgrounds, picture profiles, profile pictures, and all that other stuff. So it kind of gives me a good idea of what kind of content I need to cover. So that's it. Those are my 7 tips for webinars. If you have any questions or thoughts, give me a call, 814-310-4000. Leave a comment, send me an email, jason@dro.hn. If you're interested in signing up for the Twitter webinar, it's tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern. Just sign up on the post, or you can go to the webinars page and sign up there, and you'll get information after that. So I will talk to you soon. Tomorrow I got 2 webinars scheduled, so I probably won't be blogging, but I will see you either this weekend or on Monday. And check out my Twitter account @JasonDrone, twitter.com/JasonDrone. That's kind of the one I'm going to start using for not personal stuff, and then Axiom, twitter.com/Axiom, AXIIUM. That's going to be the Hacks Network type Twitter account. So I'll talk to you soon, and have a good night.